Villains. So that's a trailer.
This looks amazing.
It looks certainly different, and it makes me...
Are you into this?
I'm into it. Mostly because this does the exact where like I bitch and moan about things where like they don't do the sucking thing or they make me want to know thing. I'm like, I need to know if it's a zombie movie or not.
We're taking her with us. All right, you're free. Come with us.
I need to know if that daughter, like, is she just a crazy person they have chained in the basement?
Yeah.
Does she suffer from a virus?
No, I love it. They did this whole like hunter becomes the hunted thing.
Yes.
If you haven't seen this trailer, kind of amazing. We do like the I can read people.
Judging by the broke down car and the sorry state of my front door, I'd say both of you are on the lam.
Everybody get down!
Next stop, Florida! How'd I do?
When you're like, oh, I hate this, and then he goes into, I can read people too, mister, and then he goes down to the end where he's kind of like, but the weirdest thing about you is the girl you have chained up in the basement.
Your clothes look expensive, and this is a pretty house. But you know what I think the most telling thing about you is?
Come on, baby, there's nothing down here.
It's the little girl you got chained up in the basement.
It's like, what? And it's this whole other, right? We watched a movie recently, Fresh Meat, where people show up and you're like, oh, these are like the, oh, wait a minute, and it's like the two things or whatever.
Yes.
This was like a funnier, better version of that concept.
Yeah,
kind of
I like that concept
right?
too. I love when you think you're the most badass person in the room,
Right.
but you are not.
Yeah, people being in over their heads or in weird situations or weird stuff. Because anything could happen. They could do anything in that house now, and I'd be like, well, yeah, there's another person chained up somewhere else or something like that.
I like that concept in either direction too.
Yeah.
It could either be like you are trying to assault somebody and like you're assaulting someone who's like, I'm actually a demon, you're fucked.
Yeah.
Or obviously the opposite. When
Right.
you are assaulting someone and they think they're a badass, but you are a god.
Or like like that's not the case here, but it's like, oh no, we're not on the run. This is all like a trick. We're here because we're doing something with that girl to rescue her to do something or something. Like you get that double cross where like you think someone's like a victim or like a bad guy that you've subdued, but they're actually just part of their plan. And I'm like, yes.
It does seem like they do a little bit of that wrong place, wrong time, trying to be a good guy. They release this potentially hell child.
This is a hell of a predicament we found ourselves in.
Huh?
Which I'm very interested to find out what she is. Because she looks like the little girl from The Ring. She bites him. So like, however you take that, either it's like, oh no, I was just viciously bit by a small child, or I'm now infected with the plague.
And he could start having weird stuff. We don't know how far it goes or how supernatural it gets or doesn't get. There's some artistic looking shots in there, but otherwise seems normal. We got the whole dinner table scene where they're like, what are we doing here?
So are you guys gonna kill us, or?
Well, and
Right,
he is
like-
tied up in every scene you see after the bite. So you're like, okay, is it just because you are a prisoner and you are tied up and bound, or is it because you are a danger to yourself and others because you are a zombie?
Yes, because he like headbutts him, and then you're like, okay, were you just using that as an opportunity to get a headbutt? No, I think this looks awesome. I actually want to watch this.
No, I would check this one out.
I'm super
for sure.
into this. Has some actors we've seen from TV and
I like
stuff like
Mr.
that.
Michael Weston. They got the closer. They got all the good stuff.
I think the other people are people too. I don't know who they are.
Oh yeah, we got.
Skarsgård.
Yeah, It himself.
Mr. It.
Mr. Pennywise.
Mr. It the clown.
The girl he's with did not ring any bells with me, but with 3 out of 4 being famous, she might be famous too.
No, and they all looked good. It looked well done. It looked like whatever, and most importantly, that concept looks interesting.
Oh baby, I thought I lost you.
Don't sit here and tell me you don't wish you never went down those stairs.
Well, yes, and they're creepy anyway. The two older couple because they have like this like I'm fucking sweeter than candy kind of like vibe to them.
Yeah.
When you're like, well, you're obviously a murderer.
Well, they both come from shows where they're playing those characters who like have a conversation that kind of manipulates the person and leads them down a path, and then something happens. Right?
Yeah.
This is a perfect use of that in my mind. Obviously, they're actors that could do whatever, but like this is like, oh yeah, perfect.
I used to be a salesman. I could read people. Now, I'd like to take a stab at selling you.
And I'm sure he's been in a bunch of movies, but I only really recognize him from Blair Witch 2.
Okay.
I like him in that, so I'm like,
Skarsgård?
No, he's.
Oh, you mean not as opposed to TV?
Yeah,
gotcha. No, I haven't seen him in much at all or whatever. But Burn Notice was enough.
Seasons and seasons of him being awesome in Burn Notice.
Yeah, just that we get to be a different character every week type of thing, or almost every week, whatever. No, strong thumbs up from me. Villains, 2019.
Indeed.
Check it out.
You're a bad boy.
All right, guys, thanks for watching. Let us know in the comments below what you thought about it. Don't die in a fire, and we'll see you next time.
If you want to support the show, head over to cannibalvideo.com, pick up some merch.
And if you haven't already, hit that subscribe button.
That's all right.
Yeah, that's something.
Whatever.
Fuck these motherfuckers.
Hello, internets. I just love watching JustDaggers. If you've enjoyed this video as much as I have, click that subscribe button. Peace out, homies.